Welcome back for another Orton's 11. Delighted to be whittling down the Derby, one of the best races, of course, of the entire flat season. And we can get rid of some of the 13 runners just to the 11. Hiroshima, give him the swerve, and also the Spanish Archer to Sovereign. So let's start with number 11 then. The fact that Frankie Dettori doesn't even ride for John Gosden in this, Rab Havlin climbs on Humanitarian, means that while he might just get the trip and improve, he's got it all to do. Line of Duty. Oh, one of my anti-post picks for this, but I just can't have him. What went wrong in the Dante? Has he trained on? Does he want softer ground? The Breeders' Cup hero, of course. Massard did the same for Godolphin last year. However, he's in stall 1. We haven't had a stall 1 winner, of course, of the Derby since Oath in 1999. Frankie Dettori does, however, get on for Aidan O'Brien on CIRCUS MAXIMUS. Of course, he rode Scorpion, if you remember, a couple of years ago to win the St Ledger. However, there's going to be no classic success on this one. Not certain about the trip, first time cheap pieces, and he just hasn't got the form. Bangkok, of course, beat Telecaster on his return. Do you remember that maiden at Doncaster's Lincoln meeting? Strong form that's turned out to be. And he then went on to win the classic trial at Sandown. However, that form's been knocked left, right and centre. And while he's bred to stay this trip, he won't get close. Mad Moon for Kevin Prendergast, Hamdan Al Maktoum. He'll do for many because lots of people like this chap. He's got the class, but will he stay the trip? I'm of the opinion he won't. Jamie Spencer gets the leg up, of course. Don't forget he used to have the job at Ballydoyle for Aidan O'Brien on Norway. A lot of people disappointed with this chap, thrashed by Sir Dragonet, of course, in the Vars on his return. Don't think the Zetland winner loved that ground that day, however, and I think he's going to absolutely eat up this extra serious test here. However, is he one for the 2-mile races later on? Japan. Loads of anti-post tickets still praying that this chap comes in, because after he won the Beresford Stakes when signing off last year, everyone thought he'd do. However, he has not had an ideal prep, and in the Dante, behind Telecaster, it's Stangamores that needed the run. I'm also slightly worried about the prospect of quick ground for him, so while I can see him eating up this longer trip, I think he'll just miss out the frame. Telecaster then, I think he's just going to miss out the bronze medal here. Why? Stall 2, it's just not ideal. You've got to go back to 2004 when the mighty See the Stars defied stall 4 that horse drawn that low prevailed. Problem is with Telecaster, of course, that the low draw, they're going to try and get him at it early. He's a horse that has to be up there, he's pretty keen. Watch him back in the Dante. So while he's bred for the job, Sire won the Derby, Dam second in the Oaks, I think he's going to run out of fizz just where it matters. So you've probably worked out by now, there are 3 Ballydoyle horses left for the top 3 in this year's Orton's 11 for the Derby. And of course, while Aidan O'Brien's mopping up classics again, I think Anthony Van Dyck just going to fall short of giving him another win. I think that Lingfield run, while it was on ground he didn't like and he impressed, probably not quite good enough. Silver medal goes to Broome. Donnacha O'Brien, when he gets off one that he's ridden, of course, for Ryan Moore, has a habit of success. And this chap has won the 2 leading trials in Ireland. The Ballysacks, the Derrinstown. He's going to eat up this trip. However, he's going to get slightly far back, and I think he's going to get going that little bit too late. This year's Derby winner then, Orton's 11. That's right, I think it's going to be Sir Dragonet. Man, I was so impressed with this one when he romped home like everyone else was at Chester in the Vars. The only slight quibble, of course, is the prospect of quick ground. But I've had a look at his pedigree. He's already outrunning that, by the way. The Dam was a sprinter. This chap just needs a mile 4. She won on good ground. I don't think it's going to be a problem. Camelot, lots of winners on a quick surface as well. If they can get him rolling around about 2 furlongs out, we're going to see something special. So there we have it. If you're still with us, that's Orton's 11 for this year's 2019 Derby. Anthony Van Dyck, the Lingfield winner. I think he is going to go well. He's got that class juvenile form. He can step up a little bit again over this test. And of course, Broome. He's done everything right this year. He's going to go really close as well under Donnacha O'Brien. However, Sir Dragonet, a horse that's come from absolutely nowhere. He's been supplemented. He's going to pay it off.